Chag Sameach, happy holiday of Passover, and Shabbat Shalom. To all of you in my congregational family at the Hampton Synagogue, and I would like to wish a special Chag Sameach and Shabbat Shalom to Rabbi Schneier, Rabbi Bronstein, Natanel Herstig, the choir led by Maestro Chaimov, and of course, our president, Carol Levin. And to all of you in my congregational family, I would like to continue in the tradition of the Hampton Synagogue that we had a little introduction to what these three Haftarot are all about. The supplemental readings to the Torah readings on the first day of Passover, the second day of Passover, and then on the Shabbat, on the middays of Passover. So the first Haftarah, on the first day, comes from the book of Joshua, and the nation of Israel are brought into the land of Israel, and you have to be prepared to celebrate the holiday of Passover. And Joshua makes sure that all the men are circumcised. You couldn't give a Korban Pesach, you couldn't give a sacrifice of Passover if you didn't have a circumcision. And after being in the desert for 40 years, the people were not circumcising in the desert for fear that the Chamsin would come and the sand would blow all around and would infect where their circumcision was. So now Joshua had to circumcise an army of people. He did it. He got them ready. And then they were ready to do the sacrifice of Passover. So the first energy is uplifting ourselves to observe the holiday. The second day is a story from the book of Kings about a young king, Yoshiyahu, living in the city of Jerusalem towards the end of the temple period, the first temple period, and things had gone awry. Things had gone amok, that they were worshiping other gods in the house of Adonai, in the house of God. And he cleaned house of all the idol worshiping where they were taking physical forms of their deities and placing it in the temple. He got rid of all of that. Again, a process of eliminating the negative energies and the impure energies and infusing the people, the place, and that time, Passover, with holiness, and that we all have a sense of our privilege to be close to God. It's an extraordinary relationship. We go to the third Haftarah for Shabbat Chol Hamoed Pesach, the Haftarah, the supplemental reading to the Torah reading from the books of Ezekiel. And it is the most famous story of the vision of the valley of the dry bones. And there he is out in Babylonia, and he has this vision, and he sees all these skeletons laying in the field. And God says, do you know what this is? And do you know what you have to do? And God instructs him to resurrect and reconnect all the bones into bodies and flesh, and they became alive. So, I don't know if you know this, but Judaism not only believes in reincarnation, it believes in resurrection. So never count yourself out. And always have hope. Always have hatikvah. And this is the powerful message that things come back to life. As bad as they look, the better days are coming. Shabbat Shalom, Chag Sameach.